Well, good afternoon, everybody. Here we are live in Big Daddy's workshop. I'm glad to have y'all here with me. I know I had several of them wanted to know about the finger joints and stuff like that. We're going to do a full assembly. We're going to make another one of those boxes. We're going to use cherry and mahogany and probably put a little handle on top and put walnut there and the little tray that goes in it. I'll probably make it out of walnut also. So, with that being said, um, let's see if I gotta see if I can find out who's all on here and how they chat and stuff. Oh my goodness. Good afternoon, Carolina. Good to have you here with me. And other ones, I guess they'll be joining in here in a little bit. So, the thing which I had me a finger joint jig made for my miter gauge, and I had it bolted on there. But the only problem with that, really, with that setup like that, it's only I can only use it for one joint. You had a lot of you have tear out on the and you run a dado stack and some of these hardwoods and stuff that want to tear out on the back, and so got this right here. It's from Rockler, and it's a finger joint jig. And the thing about it, now here's one little trick right here. When you get ready to set it up, you got your own setup gauge right here. You'll put it right beside your pin right here and just make sure you're just barely kissing it right there and you'll be just right. So you can clamp it down and stuff. That's if you got a router table. If you don't, I'll show you some of how you can set your dado stack up. But this right here makes it real handy. You hear how it pops together, which I broke this piece. This is a little test piece right here getting it set up. And I don't know if you can see these joints real good, but when they fit together like that right there, it's all going to be okay. All right, Creating Sawdust. Good to see you here. Sarah B. That's it. Tell them, don't forget to hit like. Smash that like button like it owes you money. Well, the first thing we're going to do, we're going to cut a couple of 6-inch pieces right here off this cherry. And then we'll do, these are going to be the ends. Get this set up. Let me get my stuff out the way a little bit. And get it set up to cut this right here. 6 inches. And we'll also need one 8-inch piece for the top. This box is going to be outside measurements of 6 by 8. Okay, that's our cherry right there. I guess y'all can see me over. Now I'm getting a piece of this maple right here. I don't know why I keep saying mahogany, but I do. I'm gonna make sure just kiss the end right here. Make sure it's square. We'll need 2 of these. At 8 inches long. All right. Now, this is what it takes to do the box. And this rockler, this jig right here, it's really easy to use. I like it. And speeds the process up a little bit. You have to, really, if you're going to make you a jig to go on the table saw, you need to make sure it's, whatever you're using is just dedicated to finger joints. That way you hadn't got to make sure you get your hole, get everything lined up, and you just put it in the slot and let it rip. So what we do, we'll take our first cut right here. Let me see. Yes. We'll start off with that right there like that. And then set it up and set it on that pin. On to the next one. You're making half-inch slot. Now, the reason I like this is because the pins that come with them brackets, they don't wear. Well, I'm sure they can, but I don't think I'll ever see them wear out. All I gotta do is fix me a little fence for to catch the off shots and stuff. Now what I'll do is take flip it around right here. Yeah. And then we'll take and put our get that one mess around and use it. Oh, let me go ahead and finish that other side. I want to fix somewhere to come right back in there. Forgot about that. Make me a little chute right there. Put me a little fitting in right there where it'll go in there and catch it. That'll work. I was just thinking about something. Changing it up. me there wasn't none to it, guys. All right. Now let's get ready to do some gluing up. Gotta be careful with them little ends. Who all's in here with us? How you doing, John? Jesse? How you doing, brother? Good to have you here with us today. I'm sure I'm missing some other names, because all I can just see is a few at the very bottom. I don't know how to fix that. Now, these are tight now, I can tell you that. That much is for sure. Now, yeah, I know I did. Let's see. There we go. Oh. We go the other way. Now we kind of bump together. What I made this thing for, we're fixing to use it, okay? Put it to some use. It is right tight right there now. Ooh, really tight. Let's see how they look on the other one. There. Oh, I see something right here. Now, you tell me how I did that. And we're both now. I got one just a little shorter right there. I'm gonna run them back through it one more time, guys. You have Toby turn the camera around and stuff. Yeah. Well, like I say, this is kind of a first live build out here anyway. You got to. Now, how about it, Carson? Well, I'm glad y'all happy to be here because I'm definitely happy for y'all to be here. Y'all guys do know earlier today we was just 4 away. Just 4 away from a drawing, guys. Yeah, that looks a whole lot better. If it don't fit, don't force it, just get a bigger hammer. That's what they always say. Now, how you like them joints? How does that look? The only thing I wish I'd have done, I wished I'd have went ahead and put glue on them. Because I mean, it's dead on the money. It's dead on the money. Oh, yes. That's all it needs now to be glued. And we can get it working for something else. Now let's tear it apart. This one of them times I don't know if you're going to need glue. Now there. I don't like them that tight. I sure we got it that tight. Alright, let's put this little glue on. Maybe make it slide in there better anyway. Probably ain't gonna take much. Oh man, this slither right there. I probably won't. We ain't worry about that. Well, that's sealed off. Now let's get another one done. Now there, guys. Let's see. Another dab. Right there, right there. Put me some here. 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 All right. Okay, now let's see what we can come up with. Now, all right, guys, we got it together now. We got it going our way. Now to glue the box top on this way. I think this way is going to wind up being better. All right, guys. Anything with that one hard. Okay, now I guess what it's time for. Time for some clamps. Don't know. I don't think it clamped itself. Don't y'all? Yeah, we got the glue easing out now. There. All right, let's see now. Get this top glue clamp down. That's a 6-inch. It ain't gonna work no kind. That's what don't make any sense. All right, guys. Oh, yeah. Now we just move this out the way now. What is that? No. Okay. Let me get me some measurements again. I think it's like 6.5 by 4.5. Yep. Yep. Getting that measurement so I can take it on. Get my drawer stuff prepared. And to do that, we're going to take the walnut right there and split it in half. What we got? Oh, no, it's not. Well, guess what, people? Next Saturday, you won't be seeing, we'll be out here drawing. Thank y'all. Y'all so great. Y'all the ones that done this. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Hallelujah. Yes. Now we can look forward to our next project. Our next goal. All right, let me see. Where's my little measuring device here? I think yeah, I see it right here. Okay, people. Y'all are great. Y'all are great. Y'all just don't know how much it means to me. I think it means just about as much to y'all. That's what's so good about it. I was over in, oh my goodness. We want to talk about all, show you all of my old toes and stuff. Some of them I've used before and remember. But I was over there and felt welcome. You know what I'm talking about? I'm going to sit down and drink a Diet Coke a little bit and catch up on some of the conversation. Y'all got me excited. Y'all ain't really seen what you need to do as far as joint. Cause I don't want. Are y'all getting dizzy yet? I hope y'all ain't. I hope y'all ain't. Y'all mean so much to me. Oh yeah, I heard that, Meinhardt. I was there when he was doing it. Well, that's what I was talking about. Edgar, Meinhardt, he was felt welcome there. You know what I'm talking about? I know I did. And look, yeah. It's amazing. Y'all know, you ain't talking about just a little over a month and a half. We went from I think y'all got me up to 50 right at the first of the year or something like that. And right after Christmas, I wasn't about 30 maybe. Yes, a sip from my sponsor. Hey, I wish they would. Look, they would have to pay me money, just furnish me Diet Cokes. I'd break them. oh man, y'all see that bald head right there? Y'all see it. Y'all already know about it. Oh man. Don, that is awesome news, brother. It is. Thank y'all. Thank each one of you. All right, creating sawdust. Um, how's the day going, Josh? Well, hit the goal today, 200. In fact, I think somebody said it was 203. And that's all because of y'all. Sarah B, get out there and advertise it in heartbeat. And like I say, next Saturday, John says, it's only been a week and I'm at 65. All right. I might need to go subscribe to you. I've already subscribed, John. In fact, Vanna subscribed to you. And I think my whole family subscribed to you. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I tell Melissa to do it. That'd be 6. Just from, hey, share them with you, brother. Yes. I didn't think this would happen. I really didn't. All right, Sarah B, put his name out down there, ain't you? Make sure you send a link to him. Let's see. Oh yeah, forgot links won't work for mobile in vertical chat. Oh, well, John, or somebody did it. Creating sawdust. All right, that's subscribe. Yep, definitely helps sawdust out. And Vice posted it. Okay, Matt, how you doing, brother? How many new subscribers coming in here today? Is anybody here today, right now, listening to the live? I hope they are. Get to meet me that way. Might scare them off. But I tell you what, no, I know what's going to happen, y'all. I know exactly what's going to happen. Yes, Sarah. God is so good, yes. And he blesses me with y'all. All right there, Moyak. How you doing, brother? And that's what we're, we little channels with big heart, but we got a big God we serve too. Amen. Oh, this is great, y'all. It really is. Y'all just don't know how. I ought to shave my beard off where y'all can't see how big I can smile. Oh, you doing your video this afternoon, Heather? Okay, I've got my thing. Yeah, I got my notifications turned on. All notifications on. Oh, I tell you what, more y'all, you ain't got to tell me. Every time you come on here, there's a couple more. I mean, what religiously when they come over here, the first thing they come out their mouth to be high, hit that like button. Oh, but we got like 23 likes and 19 people in here right now. What I'm showing, but guys, like I say, it's just y'all made the old preacher happy. You really did. Yes, you did. I Mike, how's it going, brother? Have you heard the good news, Mike? I'm over 200. And we're going to be giving something away next Saturday. Okay, I'll tell you, well, let's discuss that just a little bit. This stuff's got to, I guess it's got to dry up as tight as it was. I'm just, undoubtedly, I'm just a thousandths off over there. That's the only reason it's that tight. At about a thousandth, I can move it to thousandths to one way, and it would probably loosen it up some. But I like that. The reason I like it right there because it's got that that little back part. When I replace it, I got another one that I'm gonna make it a little bit bigger, a little wider, and a little taller, so that way I can kind of put my hands over there further and grab a hold of it, and it'd be more support on the outside. But I don't know how. It was two. It was wound up being three of them that I had. I know what it was. It was those shavings that come off of it. Got up under one. I wasn't paying attention. I just going to town. And y'all seen it. I know you did. Vice, I know you seen them, one of them little slivers up under them things when I was cutting them when I was cutting them grooves. Yeah. Well, it all depends. My joints, I don't want them that tight. It feels like it sometimes. You want it just to, you want it, you don't have to beat them on like I did. What you really want to do is just, kind of pat them, kind of use your hands instead of using the hammer. And what that does, that allows you to make sure you got enough glue in between the joints. I was able to, have glue squishing out, put it right dead in the middle, then try to spread, just put it right dead in the middle, and when that way it pressed all the way through. you got first-hand experience there, huh, Moyoc? Yeah, guys, man, I knew it though. I told y'all. I think I told you in another video or something like that. Hey, I know. We don't by Saturday. We was gonna have a drawing this coming Saturday. I just knew it. And God just gonna show us what He can do with this group right here. Yes, He's using every one of us to do this. And thank y'all for listening to Him. Oh man, yes. I know this ain't but 200, but people got them 10,000 and all. And look, I bet when BB finds out about it, he'll be just as excited as we are. That's one thing I can say about it. Even what's the name, Edgar's this morning. They mentioned all our names up there, didn't they, Moyoc? Meinhardt, excuse me. Moyoc, I don't know if you was on there this morning or not when I was on there. Showing up and showing out, I'm telling you. But I tell you what, I decided to do something different for our work. I'm taking it out of turn. For our 200 mark, I'm going to let y'all pick one of them crosses, whoever wins it, okay? And since I hadn't got the spinning wheel thing, oh yeah, and here's what we'll do. Y'all names are still in that little bucket over there. What I'm going to do is run another copy off and put y'all's name in there again, and everybody has joined since then. Since y'all started up with me, I'm not saying nothing bad about anybody else, but hey, that's just where we grow this. Tim Eggers, yes, that's who it was. And but yeah, he gave a shout out to he liked BB's stuff. He's one of them said that something I'm not sure what his name was, but anyway I'd have to go look. I subscribe to him too. He said it's better than watching TV. He'd rather watch BB and watch TV because it's better. And but you can tell they've been watching it because they said something about the other night when BB's trainer went to acting a fool with him. They did make a comment on that. They said it felt sorry for him. He was having trouble with his planer. But them guys, I think really and truly, I think I'd say 80% of their stuff done by hand. Cameron, how's it going, brother? Did you notice when you came in? I'm over 200. I'm like you, Chris. I try to watch. In the morning I get up pretty early in the morning, and I can spend an hour or so over going to different people's feeds and stuff, and try to at least watch 2 or 3 of them in the morning, and before I go to bed at night, I try to watch 3 or 4 more. And and because starting Monday, I'll be going out there and getting some planer meters and bringing them in here to rebuild them and get them ready to go. I got about 300-400 of them to do. and it won't take long. It's good money. There's good money in it. Yes, trust me, it's good money in it. When I find me a trailer and get back mobile again, like I was when I was working with deer, yeah, I can really make money. I can turn out a 30, 40 of them a day, and get to all of the pop. Yeah, that's just labor. That's not counting parts. Oh, we got a Germany in here. Good to have you here, brother. Dee Bora. I guess I'm saying that right. Good to have you here. How is my southern accent interpreted over in Germany? Y'all broke 200 and went worldwide all in the same video, didn't I? but like I say, it's not. Trust me, I'm not taking any credit for this. Give it all to the Lord and how He used each one of y'all. Because when y'all getting out there and saying, "Hey, go watch that old man," yeah, boys, we have gone international, and all them international folks, all these names coming up. Make sure you click on them and like them too. Take them out. Oh, we're gonna have you heard of the Asian invasion? We're gonna have an American invasion. I shouldn't have said that. I don't think it didn't come out right. But we're gonna have fun. We're gonna enjoy it. Amen. Each other. Matt Gill said you have a southern accent. Oh yeah, deep south. There's people down here don't understand me. What part is he Dee from? Dee, what part of Germany are you from? It sounds right. That's cool, man. It's like Star Trek. They got the translator to work right. Yeah, y'all should have held that 200 mark off on me because I don't know. I gotta get my mind back into where we was at. Take me another drink right quick with y'all. I'm enjoying this. Matt, man, I understand you perfectly. Yes, the Lord has blessed us. Okay, Matt, what about you? Where are you at now? Harry, how you doing there, Harry? Good to have you here. You up in Connecticut for now? What you doing up there? Matt? Do what? Something be killed? Matt is going to be moving to Arizona with you soon. This is so cool, guys. This is just awesome. I'm telling you. Y'all are just a awesome group of friends. Y'all been friends we just seem like we all clicked together right from the start. You know what I'm talking about? I'm gonna tell you, people, ain't too many people like preachers to start with. I know I didn't used to like them. Oh, born and raised here, but moving to Arizona once everything is settled with mom's passing. Well, brother, we still got you on the prayer list and stuff, and especially settling this stuff. I hope everything goes smooth and no arguing, anything like that. Hell, I wouldn't say I deserve it, but I've been blessed with it. How about that? You know, because if I'd have tried to do this, my son, who says you can't teach old dogs new tricks? Hey, oh man, I grew up with preachers. My dad, mom, and brother, so I was the wild one. I was the black sheep of the family for a long time. There come a preacher, and I found out that over half my family still love me. Oh, they knew. When I was out there in the world, I'm always been this way. If you want to know what's on my mind, if you want to know what's on my mind, ask me. But be prepared to hear the truth, because I tell you what I'm thinking. I ain't gonna hide nothing from you. Especially back then, because I could back it up. Right now, you have to bring that mallet with me when you ask me a question you might not want to hear the answer to. Well, also, Harry, there was this joke. This little kid said, there were three kids talking about their daddies and what kind of job they did. Well, one of them, daddy was a doctor. And he said, I can get sick and it won't cost me a thing. The other one said, so my daddy's a dentist. And if I get a toothache, it won't cost me a thing. Be free. Won't pay nothing for it. Don't cost me nothing. And well, the preacher said, my dad's a preacher. And I can be good for nothing. Oh, amen, brother. Say her just that way. She reads faster than men do what it is. I know what it is. Y'all guys, I'm telling you, we broke the 200 mark on this video. This video is going to go down in infamy for me. This will be forever reminded to this day. And we also was live around the world in Germany at this very time. Indeed, it's good to have you here with us. Oh yeah, I don't know if anybody noticed that's what they call a down cut spiral bit on that right there. But when you got it mounted like that, it's an up cut. So remember, if you got a table saw, if you got a router table into your table saw like that right there, if you want the flakes to come up and out, make sure you get an up cut, a down cut bit, and it'll push it up. And it's like that. And them spiral bits, no, they cut good. They look expensive, but they cut good and they last a long time too. And with that thing over there, I know y'all notice I was using one of those pins for a gauge. At least with that, you ain't got to buy no set of special gauges to mark it off with. You're just using pins. You can use the 3/8 to set itself up, and you can use, you use the 1/4 inch to set up the 3/8 by turning it up edgewise, or either the 1/2 inch, but either one. It comes with a 1/4, 3/8, and a 1/2 inch pins. And the way you get your space between them, you can take the 3/8 and lay it side by side flat, with a half-inch pin, and that gives you lines up your joints. Now, when you get ready to put the 3/8 in there, you take and turn the half-inch over on its side, and that's 3/8 inch wide. 1/4 inch, you taking let me see, how does it work? I'd have to look at it again, but I got it all figured out. Yeah, you use the pin part instead of the back part because it got a little dip in it like that right there, and it all worked out. All right, Harry, you got 68 now. Sarah said she just subbed to you. Oh, you do, Mike? That's something I've run metal CNCs, and it's basically the same thing coming over from a metal CNC going to a wood, I guess. Same kind of programming and stuff. $60 where you at, Cameron? I don't know what temperature is here. I think it's supposed to get like 74 today. But it's also supposed to rain tonight too, and tomorrow. Don't forget tomorrow. Well, tomorrow we'll be live at 11 o'clock for church services, and then at 5 o'clock we'll be live just to have a chat and just talk about whatever whatever we want to talk about. And then again tomorrow afternoon at 7:30 we'll be jumping off into our searching the scriptures. And also tonight at 8 o'clock we'll be doing it too. That's probably what's coming here to us, Harry. Usually we get our bad. Well, with the bad stuff we get out kind of southern half Texas, coming up through that way. And it comes across, kind of straight. Now, if it comes out of the northeast, now northwest, heading this way, bring that wind in from that hot air up to it from the southeast. Yep, you can expect what's going to happen then. It's going to curl up and start heading northeast, and it's going to bring some tornadoes with it. Chance of rain every day this week. $67 up there in Memphis. Like I said, it's supposed to get 74 down here today. I don't know if it's going to make it or not, but it feels my air conditioner coming on. Oh, got this set on 68 in here. And yeah, rain, tornadoes, or ice storms. 50 at Minnesota. 60 in Nashville. 42 up there in Connecticut. And that's pretty warm, isn't it, Matt? No, Carson. Did your music video go out today? I know I watched the short. Is it today or tomorrow? It's supposed to go hit Spotify. Oh man, that'd be cool. Does anybody remember when Texas Chainsaw Massacre first come out? I think I was about 17, something like that, 16, 17. And I was up there in my pickup, and we was watching this stuff, and when I come out, I reached over the back to pick up and pulled the chainsaw out and cranked it up. I had everybody running. we used to love doing stuff like that. I got to check it out then, especially over on Spotify. And I guess it kind of work like this? People viewing it or looking at it and stuff. That's, I guess that's the way it works. But he got some good songs. Got some deep words. I mean, deep. The words just speak deeply to you. Okay, you got to build an audience first. Well, we're gonna definitely. Y'all make sure you go over on Spotify and check him out. 61 in Pensacola with storms on the way. Well, Chris down there, that's nothing unusual. Always something going on down there. One thing about this time of year, it's gonna be about another month. You'll start seeing a light, hazy green through the woods, little buds and stuff. I always like springtime. It's always like being resurrected. Well, I was in I was in a house trailer, me and Stephen and Carolyn, when the tornado hit it. And my last words in the house trailer was them. I sent them on down to the very end down there, and I said, "Y'all hold on, we going for a ride," because I heard I could see I could literally see it and hear it. It was picking the other end of the house trailer up like this right, and all the straps and stuff you hear them popping, and all I could do was just dive toward them. I didn't really make it to them. They got a king size bed, covers, pillows, the whole 9 yards. Got sucked out with them two on it. Not a scratch on them. Me, I got pinned inside there, and I went to hollering and stuff, and I couldn't hear nothing. Man, look, when a tornado goes through, it's absolute, positively perfect silence behind it. I'm not kidding. And I was hollering, screaming, top of my voice, trying to get them to listen and get an answer. But I couldn't hear nobody crying and pain or in agony or nothing like that. And I just, after I hollered, 10, 15 times, I just laid there. I gave up. Because that was my life, my son and my daughter. My son and my wife. Mine wasn't born at the time. And then all of a sudden I heard her holler, call my name, and I answered. What we was doing, literally calling each other at the same time. I couldn't hear her and she couldn't hear me. Because they was outside it and I was up under it. The dryer had me pinned against the wall as it fell over and landed back on the ceiling. And I literally picked that dryer up in my hand, just put it off of me, and I busted through the wall and got out to where they was at. And the next day, convicts come out there to kept cleaning it up. They took 9 of them to move that dryer out, try to get it out from under there. It was pinned down that hard, and you see my impression in the door where it had me pinned. I didn't know it was. I didn't feel it. I had some wood, some pieces of wood that done been busted and stuff when cut me open, cut my back open and stuff in a few places, but I wasn't feeling no pain. But when I heard them voices, man, I was excited. And I'm excited about the 200 something. Y'all have worked hard for this. Yeah, you got that hail coming in, beating it down, and then then that's when you hear the rush of about 10 trains at one time, and then right after it, it's quiet. Ooh, totally quiet, like you're in a vacuum. Thank you so much, every one of y'all. But I still say it's a group effort. It really, um, somebody's over at carving right now. It's not live. It didn't say live. It's just video. Just posted. Okay, who it was. See it right there? Y'all see I got my stuff set to all notifications on everybody. That way I know something's going on. Because if I got to go look for it, I'd never find it. I might I might find it that first time. That's like, I guess the last time I went live on my phone was the last drawing. um, I spent 15 minutes trying to figure out how to make it go live. I thought I was going to get one girl. They said, call Bice and see if he'll walk you through it. I said, I'm hard at it. I'd try. And I finally, I don't know how I got to it where I was at when I found it, but I found it. There you go, brother. I'm following Jesus, y'all following me, and we all gonna be all right. How about that? Is that who that was? Dylan just went live. But guys, I tell you, that's just y'all just it's just I'm just excited. I really am. I'm looking forward to what I'm look. I'm like I told you. I'm not putting my God in no box. I expect more. And I appreciate it because I know it's gonna happen because He's able. We just got to let Him. How about that? Back when I was running the dozer and stuff full time, um, I've literally been out there and running the dozer, watching the tornado go across. Just sit there and watch it. Go on back until it starts raining. Once it rains, when it starts raining, I got to get out of there. Or if it's lightning over in my area, but I've watched them go across within a mile of me. Never stopped working. I think they're awesome to look at. They really are, and you got to respect them. If he ain't got nothing going on, he'll jump over here. That's one thing I can say about it. He gets excited about stuff like for us. He really does. And then what I think, of course, if anybody's been through it, Red Cross comes out there and stuff. Well, they come out there and helped us. I called my daddy that after it happened, told him what done happened. I said, turn the house well over. And my daddy showed up the next morning. He said, "Okay, we'll be there when it gets daylight so we can see what we got to do." I'm thinking, okay, I mean, you got to do nothing. There ain't nothing here. But I didn't tell him like that right there, man. He got there and looked. Oh, they got him. Mama, and him both got mad at me because I just downplayed it so much. Because Dad literally thought we was gonna be able to come back and just kind of leaning over. Uh-uh. It was been picked up, turned over upside down with me in it. And then, but anyway, that Red Cross guy, it's about I think 10 years later or something like that. Yeah, that's about what it was. Let me see. About 10 years later, was lightning hit the house on Easter weekend on Saturday morning, about 2 o'clock in the morning, and burn it to the ground. I heard it and stuff. And Carol said the lights off down, well, we called it downstairs. What it was a conventional part of plantation home and a slab that had been added on. Had a grand room and a game room off the back of it. And she said, "You gonna go turn the light?" I said, "The lights on up here. I ain't going down there stumbling around for no lights." I said, "We'll wait in the morning." And I turned the TV. I literally turned the TV on. Next thing I know, I hear this just awful racket. And we had a couple of cats. And I said, "Go see what your cats had done knocked over." So she opened the bedroom door and she went screaming the house was on fire. I was sitting there watching. I was laying in bed watching TV. Well, anyway, I started going down the hall. And smoke was all the way down there. And I was feeling it. So I went ahead and dropped on my hands and knees, crawled Stephen's room, told him to head towards the window. Do not open the doors. Well, I get back and bust out Vanna's window. She was spending the night with somebody. She wasn't there. And turn around. We had a porch. Well, one of Vanna's windows was on the porch, and the other one was 7 foot down. Guess which one I went through? Yep. And I just as soon as I stood up, I turned around and said, "Wait, Carol, let me help you out." And I helped her out, run to the other end, and looked in Stephen's window. He's up there putting his pants on, his shirt, putting his belt on. I said, "Son, if you don't get over to that window right now," I'm putting it, because the door to his bedroom, you could see it smoking. It was fixing to come through. And got him out and went around. My wife was the last one to drive my Suburban, and she took the keys in the house. I don't take keys out of nothing. And I couldn't get it cranked, so I jumped in my mom's truck and pulled it around. And when it was all said and done, with nothing, I mean, nothing. I piled up houses and stuff like that with those and stuff. I didn't burn them that good. I mean, with nothing, you could literally walk. I could show you where every room was because the nails in the wall and studs and stuff fell straight down. Outlined it just as pretty as you please. Bathroom, hallway, bedrooms, living room, kitchen. Every bit of it. Didn't none of it fall out. Every bit of it just comes straight down. And Red Cross come out there again. He kept saying, he said, "Your name sounds familiar." He said, "It was you hit by a tornado here about 10 years ago?" I said, "Down at Parchman?" He said, "Yeah." He said, "I was the one that worked your case." I said, "Oh, man." I said, "Well, done went through a tornado, done went through a fire now." I said, "The only thing left is the earthquake." And I said, "Damn, they come looking for me because the ground started moving. I'm going to have a heart attack." Oh. Yeah, I knew that, Matt. I had my sense of that. And but when we was out there on the street, my wife's fully clothed, got a purse. My son's fully clothed, got his stuff. I'm out there in my boxers. Church members, my deacons and stuff, make it to the house before the fire department does. Which fire department comes from Parchman. And they got out there, but there wasn't nothing they could do. When they started going around to the back, I said, "Y'all be careful back here." I said, "Because it's a bunch of ammunition in that back part of the house. It can go off." "Oh, it ain't that much." And look, when it started going off, they started running. Sat out there and listened to it for about 5 minutes. Just I had a bunch of shells out there, black powder for muzzle loaders and everything. But hey, still here, still serving the Lord. And when they come to interview me, I was able to tell them, "Well, are you going to have church tomorrow?" I said, "Did the church burn down?" No. I said, "Yeah, we're having church." I said, "Really?" I said, "Yeah, really. Ain't nobody hurt. Ain't nothing wrong. I ain't got no clothes." They started, had me up there standing in the pulpit with a suit on. It was three, the shirt, the coat was one color, the pants was another color, the tie was all kind of crazy color. And the shirt didn't even go with nothing. So, that's just the way it worked. But hey, I preached the word of God, what it's called to do. But when my church members come up there was one guy, Brother Bondi, his name was his name. He's gone to be with heaven. He's gone home. What it is, and he's a beekeeper. He had a pair of pants in the back of this guy's thin as a rail now. And I wouldn't, as funny as I am now, I was probably about 34 back then. A little overweight, but not much. And he probably like a 28, 26. I mean, he was just a string bean. And he gave me the pants. I was able to cover my legs up, but wasn't able to button them. But hey, he got a string out of the back of the truck and wrapped it around him. Looked like Jethro walking around out there. Everybody joked about that. Preacher out there walking around in his shorts and his boxers. He's having clothes on. Oh. Oh, tannerite, like I say, it's fun. Don't get me started talking about blowing stuff up. I'll be like Mythbusters. This went from a bill. Well, did y'all get to understand what I did about the finger joints? Or y'all just enjoying this? I know I am. Either one. But because y'all seen the other stuff, as far as the finish part, how to finish it. It was the finger joints y'all didn't see me do. They're gluing up. It's just probably, I don't know if that top is ready to be cut or not yet, but kind of like for it to set a while. We've been on here for an hour and a half. Yeah, but like I say, to me, I literally didn't think we'd probably see 100 till like in the middle of the year. I was excited about seeing that even. And then it went and it just moved so fast. And the next thing you know, here we are, almost halfway to 200, and in just a little, it maybe 2 weeks, 3 weeks the most. Heather, it was right there when the ice storm come through. We had just hit 100. It was a little past 100 when the ice storm come through. Looks like it's starting to rain out there a little bit. Not nothing hard, like a drizzle. But thank you so much, Soldier. It is. It's wonderful. You know, it's just. It just done. It just broke my whole activity up. I really didn't imagine it would happen today. I figured it would be, you know, sometime. I was hoping sometime this coming week in time enough for a drawing. But now it's official. We are having a drawing now, and where are we sitting at right now, guys? As far as the count, the full count. I think somebody said like 203. Just started reading. We use that too, Kevin. 202. All right, we've cleared it, and we're gonna go live out here in the shop next Saturday, about the same time. Don't y'all think be all right? And we'll kind of just talk and shoot the breeze and stuff, and let the kids be rock stars that y'all done made them out to be. Oh, it won't. I'm glad to tell you tell me that because I would have been trying to figure out what was wrong with mine. And John, I love each one of y'all. Y'all are like I say, it's strange the connection that we, and it's not strange. It's strange, but it's not strange. Like spirits will attract to each other. Amen. And we have something in common. His name is Jesus. So we are able to have a fellowship because of that. Understand? It was about 2 p.m. Soldier. Yes, this is just wonderful. All of y'all, everyone. And again, don't y'all think that'd be fair? I'm so excited. I was going to do something. One of the first bills I done out here. Remember, I forgot what it was. I know the first one was a layer cross, and I gave it away. Um, the second one, I can't remember what it was. But anyway, and that's what I was figuring on giving away. But I got one, two, three, four different style crosses over there. Would y'all be content with picking one of those? I'm going with y'all first because y'all the ones that got this drawing going. Okay, so y'all got just as much input in it as I do. You got 4 crosses to pick from. Would you be satisfied with picking from one of those 4? Let me know. Sonny, how you doing there, brother? You got here late, but I tell you what, I'm over 200, and we were just talking about the drawing. Sarah says yes. Heather says that's fine. Minnesota Maker said yes. Matt Gill said yes. Kevin said sure would. I'd be happy with a Van Lot Loves You sticker. I don't have no Van Lot Loves You sticker. But I do have a surprise coming, hopefully here soon, and see what y'all think about it. I'm not going to tell you, but I'm going to see what y'all think about it. Okay. Well, Harry, since you loved that one so much yesterday, if your name gets drawn out of that bucket, you know what? You can pick that one, okay? Oh, Bice, you doing one Saturday at 2? Um, but how long is yours gonna last? I know how y'all guys are. And I know we are when we get together, maybe where we at. But see, I don't have to anytime before 8 o'clock, I can go live for an hour, hour and a half, something like that. Mercy drop, huh? Um, okay, bye. We'll do it like that then, brother. Okay. That's what I'm saying. That because I didn't. Um, I thought that was so cool the other night when BB came over and literally the whole everybody over waiting for us to go back over for the drawing. That's the kind of guy he is. You know, that's kind of gang. That's kind of family we got over. You know, they don't want us to be excluded because they about know what I'm gonna do if I win. About like John does. Who's that? You know, just got everything confused. Everybody. Um, well, that was you, John, wasn't it? Last night that won. Yes, it is. Yes, it is love and support. You know, and I thank y'all so much. It is an amazing thing, and we pour it out. You know, we give. You know, I give my love out to y'all, and then y'all, I get it back. From, you know, just it's we can't out love each other. In other words, you know what I'm talking about? It's just like trying to out love God. God, you ain't gonna out love Him, and he'll and try to outgive Him and see what happens. You say, look, I got a bigger wallet than you got. Everything down there belongs to me. And you know, talking about the email, I am excited about all the ones that requested the Bible verses and stuff on the study. That's exciting. That stuff right there like that just excites me also, you know, just being able to share God's word with somebody that's hungry for it. Understand? Yeah, I wish old Ramon was over here with us right now. Yeah, Vice, I mean, Betty Viking gonna be excited. I know he is. There's no doubt. Oh, who makes? I got somebody send me some pens. Um, I mean, they was a bullet pen. It's got like a bullet. It's got the metal on each end. And y'all seen Soldier? Man, I never would have thought about taking the cartridge out of a big ink pen and using it. To me, that'd be cheaper than any other way. You're doing the same stuff, same kinds of wood. Amen to that, Soldier. And but no, I'd never even seen nobody take the cartridge out of a big pen, and take and use it. When Vic finds out about that, they'll start charging more for them pens, like I was talking about up there. And what Edgar's live this morning, taking that white crayon and putting it on the back of your planes and stuff, and waxes it, gives a good wax. Best. And I said, "Yep." There went the price of Crayola crayons. They fixing to go up, especially the white ones. How you think about it, don't it? Well, they got colored paper and stuff like that, but you know most papers Can't see the white on it. Oh, you did? What about it? Weber's. I was like Weber's. It's not Weber's. We don't went through that. Building 10 benches? All right. Well, the wood part is what I'm looking at on both of them. The metal, the metal part, the kit, it's got some extra stuff there for glamour. But the wood that he put in between there is like the effort you put in there, getting it turned just precise and stuff like that, and making it look good. Monica, how are you doing? Good to have you here with us. But like I say, guys, getting back to the drawing, I'll go ahead and do it at 1 o'clock next Saturday. Bye. And then when it's over, we'll just go over there and go to your drawing. I'm feeling lucky this coming Saturday. Like I might win that one. I hope I don't win it now. If I know. Oh, thank you so much, Monica. I'm glad you enjoy them. I got a full range of videos. This ain't just a one. You come in here for one thing, and that's just for um, wood videos and stuff like that, project videos. But it's also where we can get a little message in there at the same time. Soder, glad to have you over here. Glad for you to be here at this moment, this momentous moment. But it is to me, and it is to y'all the way y'all acting. So glad to have you here for this momentous moment that we surpassed 200. You heading out, Carson? It is huge, and I'm happy to be a part. Yeah, that's what I want. Finally, y'all understand. Y'all are a big part of it. Hey, yeah, you know what? I just thought of something. Y'all just sent me my Valentine's gift today. Y'all said I love you, and here's 200 subscribers. So happy Valentine's to all of y'all. Thank you for my Valentine's gift from y'all. Thank you so much, Monica. And Monica, I don't know if you've heard it or not, but this Sunday we're starting a new thing at 5 o'clock. It's on Sundays that we're gonna get together and just do this right. But it's gonna be a y'all topic. It's not gonna be nothing. It's not gonna be in the shop. It's gonna be inside up there, and do that. Thank you so much for the happy Valentine's, Heather, and happy Valentine's to you. Thank you, Matt. You are each one of y'all. You know, I know y'all don't want to take credit, but look. I know I didn't do this by myself, and y'all didn't do it by yourself, but y'all did do what you did because y'all listened to God say do it. That's why I look at it. And like I say, Monica, if you got any questions about anything from woodworking to welding to having a combine or planting seeds for the Lord, that is sharing the gospel with others. In other words, what I'm saying, I will not back down away from any question or anything like that, because I don't mind nobody asking why, as long as you ain't, because everybody asks me questions. They're not questioning God. They're just wanting to know a little more, is all it is. There's nothing wrong. You think it, if anybody tells you it's wrong to ask a question, well, you tell me, go back. I'm following what Moses did, what Abraham did, what Adam argued with him, blamed God, in fact, for that woman he gave him. Well, it's that woman you gave me that caused me to do that. Now, that's a relationship. Ain't no way I'd ever said that to God. And then, like I say, you had King David, man after God's own heart. Solomon, Samuel, Elijah and Elisha, Ezekiel, all them guys. All through the very ones that walked with Jesus questioned. Want to know why it had to happen that way. Man, I'm going to tell you one thing about coming from metal to wood, which I've always done both of them. And that's the reason if you'll notice, very seldom do you see me pick up a tape measure at my table saw and my chop saw over at my miter saw. And you hear Matt, you hear me saying chop saw, you know I fool with metal. That's what we call it in the metal business. It's a chop saw. It looks just like one. In fact, I got my DeWalt one right here behind us on the floor. My metal chop saw. See it right there? And yes, that's a MIG cart. It's a customer shop right now, using it over there, doing some welding, rebuilding a corn head. And I enjoy it. I just enjoy making stuff. You know what I'm talking about? And I love sitting on a metal lathe making stuff too. And that's what's happening. None of these schools, especially what we call junior high, elementary schools. Man, we had a shop at Line Elementary. Oh, I would love to have it. The stuff that was in there, it was not. It was top notch stuff. It was top of the line. There wasn't no junk stuff, because they're spending government money, so they didn't care. And then in high school, I had metal shop and wood shop. I took both of them. They don't have that nowadays. And I think that's one of the things that got all the kids in the shape they are now, because they're not taught how to be creative. Because look, man, the necessity is the mother of invention. Amen. But I said, when I was in high school, we had good equipment for electronics. Yes, we did. We had electronic, metal shop, wood shop, all that stuff. Yes. And that was only 25 years ago. I graduated in 79. And it was still going strong, and still going strong for years after that. And it really amazed me when I did hear in the last, say, 15, 20 years, that they didn't have that kind of stuff in high school anymore. You had to go Votex school. That's where any kids are getting so much trouble and stuff. Keep them well rounded. Let everybody be able to have something to do. Man, I even took home ec. Not to learn how to cook. I just wanted to learn phone numbers from the girls. Made it 1 week. Made it till I asked the teacher her number. You got to go. And just done it for a joke. Everybody, I was the only guy in there. No other guys done it. But I had 2 or 3 others that were supposed to do it. Well, I did it. No one followed. Matt said he had wood shop and marine mechanics. And marine mechanics. That's cool. Man, I've been out of school long. You've been alive. I'm old. I never thought I'd get. I didn't want to get this old. I just wanted 50. God laughing. God got a sense of humor. Because if I'd known I was living this old, I took better care of this body back in the day. I'd have definitely went to the doctor, got some casts put on and stuff like that, and got bones set the correct way. Would have had a whole lot more stitches. I've been ripped open, cut open, stabbed, and everything else, and I think I had 11 stitches right through here. And then this finger right here, this was last year when I busted it open all the way to the bone. I mean, you can open it up and look at the bone. It was so, I'm gross like that way. And went and had it, they put some stitches in and they said, we think it's broke. And I said, well, I can move it. And I moved it, but I didn't realize that's it. You see how it's sticking away from me? But I think that's cool how it curves up now. I'm not doing that. That's the way it does. You put out straight, and that's the way it points up to there. More through the shop, blood just dripping everywhere. The shop manager got their stuff out and pouring on it and over the garbage can, filling it up and getting it cleaned up. He said, it looks like some stuff up in there. Went to pick it around in it with his knife, which was not clean. He said, you think you need to go to the hospital? I said, I'm not going to Greenwood Hospital. No, you go in there, you walk in there, and you come out in a body bag, what I heard. So I didn't know. And he said, well, man, I can't make you go. He said, but you need to. I said, I'll go down there to Quick Care then and get some stitches. Walked in there, hand wrapped up. Can we help you? I said, I need to get some stitches. He said, where? And I said, right here, my finger. He said, let me look at it. She looked at it. I said, see you. I said, it's going all the way to the bone. She said, it's not bothering you? I said, no. It's past it. So they stitched it up and everything. I was supposed to go back and got the stitches out. And, no, I ain't seen them since. You're not that old. Who's not that old? I know it's got to be Heather calling me ornery. Well, I ain't going to lie about it. Y'all ever been on the internet and they show you this age test? Y'all ever take it? I did. Told the truth on it. Put everything down there truthfully. I was like 87 years old. Because I ask you questions like, do you wear a seatbelt? I'm trying to. My son got a new car, and if I'm driving it, the cruise control won't set unless you got your seatbelt on. But there's a way around that. Put the seatbelt behind you and plug it in. Because I don't mind that dinging. After a while, it gives up on me. You done it too. You was over 70 when you was 40. Well, me and you in the same boat, brother. Hey, Tom, Teresa, good to have y'all here with us. Always. Did you hear the good news? I'm excited about this. We're over 200. And we're going to be drawing for one of those 1, 2, 3. I know it's 4. One of those 4 different on crosses next Saturday. We're gonna have a live. No, they did. No, they did not, Frank. In fact, it was an option on vehicles way up to like into the 70s. Way up in the 70s, it was actually an option. Anybody remember the gas tank and the pickup? The gas tank was behind the seat in the cab with you. Ah. In fact, I redone a 1980 step-side Chevrolet. And done some stuff in it, put new seats, I set a bucket seats in there and stuff, and kind of beefed it up some, painted it, and which I had it Andrew. I mean, I had it blueprinted. Had a high lift cam in it, 10-5-1s on the dome on the pistons and stuff. She was bumping, and had it all painted up, stripped out the inside, took all the stuff out it had to do with safety seat belts, smoothed them over, took the door handles off, smoothed them over. You had a button behind the cab, reach in there and punch the button and it spring open. Had the tailgate where it would let down instead of using chains, it would let down, and it would also swing open. And my brother, he's got it now. I'm sure he took it to another level. We used to love it. Man, me and him pulled the engine out of his Camaro just because he wanted to repaint the oil pan. We had pulled it out that morning, painted it, and put it back in there that evening. Nowadays, somebody tell me to take a belt off. If it ain't broke, I ain't fooling with it. Yeah, the first truck I had was a 72 Chevrolet long wheelbase pickup. It was ochre. OCHRE, that was the color. There was 4 in the county that had that color. One of them was short wheelbase. The other one had a Tommy lift on it, and one had a stripe down the side of it with the ochre, and then mine. 4 of them. I couldn't get by with nothing. Oh no, you did not. First thing I ever drove, I was 6 years, five years, 5, 6 years old. We pulled the fuel tanks in there during the wintertime with the drag line. We pulled them in there in an old 8-in Ford tractor. Mr. Thompson let me drive it. Oh man, I was in hog heaven. I fill them up every day. Dad said, you ain't got to bring that down here every day. Mr. Thompson said, if you just want to drive the tractor, well, you ain't got to pull the trailer up and down there. Just drive it up and down there. Oh man. I started to hit town in it one time. Reno, Ramon, you here? Is Ramon here? Hey, Tom. At 10 years old? Oh, yeah. My first paycheck I got, I was 11 years old. And I've been working at it ever since. Worked 52 hours that week, got paid $5. I was ready to quit school. My brother Ramon, good to have you here. Did you notice something when you came in, when you logged on, when you hit my tab? Did you notice the number? We're past 200, brother. Oh no, you didn't. Right. What do you say about BV doing something? Yes, brother. Now our next goal is 300. So y'all start praying about that. And we are having a drawing this coming Saturday now, Ramon, at 1 o'clock. We're going live. Out of I got 4 crosses over there that I built on videos, and whoever's name gets pulled out of the bucket will get the choice of one of those 4 crosses. You mod for JD Delay? That's cool. Sarah, thank you so much for all you do. And continue to hang out with us. And don't forget next Saturday. Don't forget tonight at 8 o'clock. Love you, Sarah. Yeah, Ramon, I'm glad you're going to be in there with us. You know who JD Delay is? He's ex-con out there preaching the word. But he gets a little rough, he's coarse. He's kind of like a rough piece of sandpaper on a fine piece of wood. Oh, I watched the video when he went back to turn himself in because he done changed his life, and stuff. Went back over there because he still had an outstanding warrant for him, and he went over prepared to go in, spend his few months, and come back out by doing what he did and what he's been doing. He got a door opened up where he can come over there and minister to some, and be a role model to some of them convicts and stuff. He was on BV's one night this last week, I think. On there for a little bit. Yeah, see, mine's a darker color than yours anyway. But I can take that blue nozzle and blow it off, and it looks pretty. Mine looks rough as I do, put it that way. Yours is so neat, just like you are. But you still, what we're gonna do? We're gonna get you live, me and you together, so that way you can do that table saw impression for everybody. Oh, and I finally got a short that went over 2,000 views, which I thought that was this morning. Today's just been a blessing all the way around for me. Y'all bring me I'll look over here and somebody says, "You're over 200 right now." Oh, that's when the work stopped. I'm sorry about that, y'all. Well, we've been on there for 2 hours, and I will, because I'm getting hungry. I'm excited, but I'm hungry. I will be. I think he does, Tom. I think he does. Either that, he's got a new one every day. He's got an apron sponsor. Ramon, who sponsors you with those aprons? Because that can't be one. See you later, Teresa. I appreciate that. Bye. I'm going to do that. Okay, Ramon says, I get it washed and dry cleaned every day. Oh, well, Ramon, you just slick, brother. You see what I'm talking about? Me, I'm just a rough old cob. So you the new and improved version of woodworkers. I'm the old, wore out version of woodworkers. Great and sawdust, good to have you over here. And look, brother, that smile the other day was a blessing to me too. Appreciate you, brother, so much. Um, Monica, it's good to have you here today. I hope you join in with us. I hope you can this evening. But tomorrow at 5 o'clock, or if you want to join in, if you want to be there for the sermon tomorrow, it'll be at 11, and at 5 we're going to have another live like this. Total just free chatting, everybody. And I'll be on the big. I'll have it on my display on my computer, and I'll be able to handle it a little bit better. Tom is good. That's what I'm talking about, y'all. All of y'all. If even if it's hectic, and y'all, you find time to drop in and make sure you take care of business. Like and stuff. But it's just great for everybody to have y'all. Each one of us do that. John, you too, brother. I mean, you are the goat. We'll see you later, John. Well, what we need to do is have a it would be cool to have the new version and the old version. You'd be like the Tesla, and I'd be like the Model 8. I'm fixing to, Ramon, but I'm just so excited. I think everybody that knows it, Ramon, I'm so glad to hear about that 10,000 on you, brother. And just as excited as you are about that 10,000, I'm excited about this little 200, brother. If you can't see that on my face, Stevie Wonder can see that. Frank, that does sound, man. Now I was just going. I didn't know what I was going to eat, but now I'm kind of hungry. I love Ritz crackers. Yes, getting almost lunchtime, supper time.